Welcome, my friends, to the K&N Knives Workshop, and here you're looking at a beautiful treasure of a knife, an antique piece sent in by Jim Huff. This is Big Jim Huff's daddy's knife, and we're going to be restoring it today. This is father's knife, my client's father's knife, and I believe Jim, the son, has it now. He's having it restored. And it's just a beautiful piece. Have a close look. We're just going to take our time. Not a lot of theatrics with this video, but you wait until you see the final product. We're going to clamp it in a vise right now, first of all. First is disassembly. And something that needs to be done with this knife, which is a little bit out of the norm of what I usually do, but I've done many times still, is the client has asked to replace the factory brass guard with aluminum to match this aluminum pommel you're looking at right here. And this is one of the harder brass nuts I've had to remove on one of these knives. The aluminum was oxidized and swollen and pinching the brass nuts. It was very difficult to remove. Need a tool, make a tool. Break a tool, make a tool. Here we go. Meanwhile, I've been a half hour at it there, making tools. Here we go. I finally broke it loose. I believe I used a little heat, a little penetrant, a different tool, a little bit of shock therapy, just working to try to get that joint to break loose. And once it did, it came out quite nicely, and we have that pommel off. Now we're going to disassemble this handle so we can get at that brass guard you can see there. But my first step after disassembling a handle is always to strip and finish the blade. I like finishing the blade first and then taping it up to protect it, then moving on with the handle. Now for this knife, the client is not interested in totally scrapping the blade finish on the knife and refinishing it. So I'm on a burlap wheel with a heavy cutting compound, and we're just going to strip the tarnish off, clean out all the pores and scratches of this knife, and we're looking for a real nice brilliant finish like we have here. Lots of the character and age still remaining, but a beautiful gleaming finish still. My dad works with me full time, and I put him on the task of starting on the guard. So we have some T6061 aluminum, some beautiful material to work with, and we're milling out the initial slot that'll pass down over the tang. We'll get that pretty close, probably need a little touch of file work to finish it in for a nice tight fit, and then I'll be doing the shaping after this. Is it just wider now? A little trimming away of the excess aluminum here now, and then we'll go on to reassembly and the belt grinder. It's always nice where you can to use a saw to trim off the bulk. It's just less dust and less heat introduced into your working environment. I almost always put these back together with cyanoacrylate, and I'll put that between every layer so it's fused, and I won't use any activator. And you've got enough cooking time or pot time without activator that you can fully assemble every layer, put in your brass nut like this without anything being set up yet. And then when we compress it and get all that nice glue squeeze out, we can really crank it down, and the brass nut and pummel serves as a clamp. Then we'll use a little activator and just help the glue time here so everything will cure up, and we have a perfect seamless finish. It's a very beautiful thing. I've been using it for many years. Just making sure everything is perfectly aligned with the blade now before I put those final few cranks on this nut and leaving everything where it is permanently. So here it is, a new aluminum guard to replace that old brass guard. We use the same dimensions and lines. Everything's been reassembled and cured. And here we go. When you learn to properly use a belt grinder like this, you can save yourself hours on a project like this of handwork, of sandpaper and file work. It's just an amazing thing when you learn all those different techniques, how to fit certain contours and what belts to use to get in certain shapes. It's a game changer. And here is the finished product, my friends. I apologize for not showing more of the leatherwork. Just kind of worked through, and Dad was jumping on it with me, and we just kind of finished it out quicker than I could almost realize. But there is the finished piece, and you can see here how this is a bit of a hybrid sheath, and so it's made to do a cross draw, so your belt can go through front or back side. Snap retention, of course, but it's also got a removable dangler so that it can be worn vertical carry as well. Very nice. When we removed that retention, and the retention strap doesn't have to be ultra tight because of this big beautiful guard on here, but we rebuilt the guard in aluminum as requested by the customer. He wanted something to match the pummel. That's exactly what we did. So refinish on that blade. We didn't strip off all that beautiful character. Left it there, so a lot of those real nice markings are still there, and we just did a real deep, heavy polish. Again, that's a T6061 aluminum guard there, mimicking the original. Fully stripped down, fully carved down. That bone just took the surface off of it. We reuse those factory spacers because anything we can reuse as factory, we want to do that. But isn't that just a beautiful knife? Look at the lines on this knife. Just that slight upsweep. Very, very beautiful. Thank you to the client who sent this in. Just a pleasure to work on. Thank you to all you guys who send in these beautiful heirlooms and family treasures. It's truly a joy to work on beautiful knives like this. I love it. Love it. This is kind of what I cut my teeth on in knife work, but I really appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for watching this video. Hit the like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, please. Check out my backload of content. Check out my website, kandknives.ca, for my production knives. Lots of stuff on there, including a line of really cool merch. I was about to pull up my shirt, but I don't have anything on right now. Just my old dirty clothes. But again, I appreciate you guys so much. My email will be down below, my links and everything that you can contact me to sign up for more work like this for yourselves. If you need that family treasure restored, you need something repaired or rebuilt, I would love to work with you. Shoot me an email. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.